Then kind of a rerun sort of deal here, because I'm going to try and get another Deal or No Deal on full Cashpots and get all 3 Cashpots out. It's actually the one on the right that I will be playing here. Gold on the left. These two, by the way, are straight clones of each other. Gold on the left here. I am still using autoplay to max out the Cashpots. £1.70 a don. It's still got a way to go on 25p. However, Bankerings Twice has already got full Cashpots across the board, as you can see there. This is actually one that I did manually in V5 or V5.1 before autoplay was a thing. I actually filled all the Cashpots up on these manually, and believe me, that is tedious. So much so that it's the only Deal or No Deal that I ever maxed all the Cashpots out on since the release of MFME V5, because it is just so tiresome to do, particularly on 25p a go. So thank the Lord for autoplay. Seriously, it just takes the pain out of these. It really does. And as you can see over on the left there, you know, if you get your keys right, it can play the Deal or No Deal game. It can do the whole thing. It can just look after itself. But we don't need to have any more yapping, really. We can just get going. I don't need to do any introduction. We know what the deal is here, in that the Cashpots are free. We've got three full free Cashpots. Let's get that in the right order. Now, the one difference here, and this is the reason I'm doing this, because if it was exactly the same as the previous video, then, you know, what would be the point? The difference here is that this machine here, or these machines rather, cannot give you, that's a bit of a poor feature, cannot give you the Cashpot as an offer on the Deal or No Deal game. So you have to get it the old-fashioned way, which is to say that you have to get Cashpot in your box. And oh my god, you know what I haven't done? I haven't taken the bloody mirrors out. We're going to have to do that, because we need to have the mirror out, don't we? So yes, we'll do that. We'll take the mirror out of the reel there, because now let me just see if I can remember how to do this. This will be I think you just take that out, do you? No, you don't take that out. There's one thing that you can take out, I'm sure. Can I remember it? There we are. That's it. Done. So you can, oh shit, go back out of edit mode. There we are. We now have a lovely see-through reel. We're going to need that, because as ever we're pretending in this scenario that we are the pro player who can see what's in his box. So we're going to take that mirror off the reel, and then, you know, we're kind of, like I say, we're imagining that we can read our box, which was, if you look at what some pro players say about a lot of Deal or No Deal machines, that they will tell you that it was mandatory, you know, that you had to be able to read your box. And if you couldn't read your box, if you didn't know when you were supposed to be dealing away from the box, then come on, Noel, stop dicking about. Then, you know, you were going to have a hard time winning on any given machine. You know, you really did need to be able to read your boxes to do well on these. So we're just going to pretend that I can indeed read my boxes for the purposes of this video. As for plugging, I imagine that we are in here a limited plugging scenario. I would define the pub that I'm playing in here as a friendly location, but to a point. I think the fruit machine's going to be in the main bar area. There's people around. You know, there's a barmaid behind the bar. We're locals in this pub. We're known, so we're not going to attract a great deal of fire. But at the same time, we can't be seen just turning the machine on and off all the time. We'll maybe get away with it a couple of times. You know, oh no, one of the reels stuck. I had to turn it off, something like that. But if we just start turning it off and on willy-nilly, we're going to get the wrong kind of attention. So I reckon I've probably got 2 or 3 plugs available to me. Something like that. But I think that's tops. 2 or 3 plugs available to me. So we'll have to use those wisely if it looks like it's going to stitch me up with a big amount. So the other thing that I haven't done, by the way, is I've just loaded this fresh The thing with Megadond was that I did just check that it was dealing on all 3 stakes, so it was pretty much deal or no dealing from the first board. I haven't done that with this. I have literally just loaded it in from when I last played it, which was a fair while ago, to be honest. Or rather, the state that I saved it in when I got all these cash pots maxed out, which I think was many, many months ago, and I genuinely cannot remember what state I left it in. Remember that I didn't use autoplay, so I was kind of playing it normally. The only thing I was doing was making sure that I wasn't taking the cash pots because I was trying to max all the cash pots out. So since we don't necessarily need to see me doing this, particularly not on 25p a go, what I might do here is just pause the video and I will resume once I actually get the deal or no deal game. I mean, it's opening the streaks here. I've had a super streak already. So it's fairly, yeah, so there you go, that's super streak, so it's fairly happy on the board, but it just doesn't seem, no, I hate it when it does this, but see what I mean, it just keeps bouncing you around these, it's so annoying. I think it's quite bad coding in a way, I don't know why it does that, I really don't. We'll risk a multi-ad for a, it's just, see, it's not putting that phone in, is it? You can tell, you really can tell, it's so obvious when they're not going to give you the game, that they will just avoid it, and avoid it, and avoid it. So you can see there, I've got a good current set, or rather, I've got accurate current session stats here. I'm 14 quid in, we haven't had the deal or no deal yet. I'm going to pause it, and I will resume once deal is opened. So there we are, at I think 26, 27 quid in, it has opened up the game, so that's fine. So we've got the single deal or no deal open. And what I'll probably try and do is get the double game open. Press hold 1, press 2. There we are, so that's the double game open. That's about as far as I would want to go. So at this point we are going to play deal or no deal. As I understand it, there's no such concept on this as being offered the cash pot, like Mega Deal or No Deal can do, so we're going to have it in the box. No, 15 quid. Okay, so we've got to think about dealing away from this at a decent point in time, haven't we? No deal. That offer on the left is going to be quite big. Yeah, it's got to get rid of that £70 box. Okay, that might be... I might deal away at 12 quid. If it gets rid of the cash pot, get rid of the cash pot. It's got rid of the cash pot on one side. That's potentially going to be a... Oh, crikey, look at that offer. It's got to get rid of the cash pot on the 35 here, hasn't it? Oh, fuck. I think we may have to take plug number 1. I can't afford to... I don't want to knock it back 15 quid. Okay, so... The barmaid, she's through the other bar. She's through the other bar, she's serving someone. We're just going to get away with a sneaky little reach down. Da-dum, da-dum. There we are. Noel will be back with us shortly after a brief hiatus. Can't afford to be knocking it back 15 quid, especially on 25p a go. I mean, it cost, what, 27 quid to get the deal open. So it's not like it's mega, you know, it's not like it's super happy to open up the deal game. It cost me 27 quid to get the game. If I knock it back by 15 quid, it could cost, you know, it could cost 20 quid to come back again. We're not prepared to take that, so we're going to have to use the first of our limited supply of plugs. We have no choice there. It's just going to have to be done. And since we took nothing off that, the theory goes that the game should come back in a fairly timely fashion. This is one of the older dons where it was quite reasonable with bringing the game back, so hopefully it will be prepared to...
Take the next ones. Come on.
Don't care about streak. Not in. Oh, don't you dare. No. There we are. So we've got. Well, we could risk. Let's have a lower 4. Ah! Why did you do that, Noel? You're already super deal happy, for God's sake. Let's have a look. I mean, again, I mean, if it doesn't have the ability to offer the cash pot off you know, kind of one of those deal offers like Megadond does. Is there actually any advantage to having super deal or no deal above normal deal or no deal? I don't know. Well, anyway, we've got it there, so usual rules apply. There's no point carrying on, so we'll just take it and let's have a cash pot. Oh, £70 box! But we don't want a £70 box because that's not a free win. That's just going to knock the machine back by 70 quid. And that's going to be a hard one to deal away from now, because the problem is, in fact, I'm just going to deal on a tenner. Because, of course, those 70s are going to stay there right the way to the end. So that's always going to be don't you repeat, that's always going to be making the offers bigger. Add on to that the fact that, you know, if it keeps that, because obviously with the cash pot on 70 as well, I mean, the nightmare scenario there would be dealing down to, you know, a big box or a cash pot on 70 quid on both sides. And then really are in a world of pain there. So, well, we're just going to have to see how long it takes now for that game to come back. So I did just deal on a tenner. I'll pause it again because we are just going to have to wait for the game to come back now. Hopefully it won't take too long, but we don't need to watch me just biffing about on 25p here. So, and it's just so tedious when it does this with the street boxes. I can't imagine it bringing the game back this quickly. Let's just really don't care about red or blue boxes. Let's just see what a cash or bust will be. I mean, you can cash or bust the cash pot on this, which would be fine because it's not deal or bust like Megadond. But the problem with cash or bust is, what if you cash or bust, you know, 20 quid or 40 quid or something like that? You're going to knock it back. So pause the video. I'll be back when I've got deal open again. Well, it's had that tenner back and another 4 quid, I think, but it has now opened the deal or no deal. So that tenner that I had just knocked the game back by about 14 quid. You know what? I'm not even convinced super don't need deal or no deal is an advantage here. I'm just going to play the normal game. Just going to play the normal game. Cashpot! Fuck, another big box! And it's knocked out a lot of blues there as well, so I could have dealt away at 13 quid there. Shit. This is being pretty ruthless here. And it's still got that cash pot's got to go. Fucking hell, Noel, what are you doing to me? I can't afford to knock it back by 15 quid. That's going to be 20 quid for the deal. Okay, I'm sorry. It's plug number 2. We're just going to have to plug that again because it's if you remember the Mega, even like a £10 or a £15 box wasn't really knocking the game back. The game was coming back, so it was kind of over the top game happy. This is just about game happy. That 10 quid deal that I took knocked the game back 14 quid. So it's clearly just on the cusp of offering the game. So I'm going to have to start chancing my arm here and plugging it a little bit. And relying on the fact that I am... Oh shit, it's on 50p ago. Relying on the fact that I'm in friendly territory in the current pub. I can picture a couple of pubs in town. The kind of pubs where the machine's a little bit out of the way. And, you know, I could... even if I was seen stood in front of a machine that was turned off and turning it on again, I could probably just say, you know, because I'm known in that, oh yeah, something went wrong with the reels, I had to turn it off, there was some kind of alarm thing came on. You know what I mean? Something like that. Let's just play the game. Let's just play the game. I don't see why we wouldn't just play the game. Yes! Cashpot! Cashpot! It's right, there we are! Well, it took us a couple of plugs, but we've got there. We're going to deal down to our cashpot, and that is it out on 25p a go. It's spun it in, which, as I understand it on these, it has to, because it can't just give it from an offer. Or if it can, I've never seen... Well, there's a finish. £70 and... Why on earth is the offer £69.96 when we've got a £70 and a £70 left? How bizarre. If you can explain that to me, how it manages to divide 140 by 2 and get £69.96, I don't know. Someone at Belfruit needs a new calculator, but we've got it out. There we are. That's a cash pot. 70 quid. It's cost us 48 though. Oh, we don't get a repeat chance on that. Oh, that's a slight shame. Okay. Well, we're not really interested here. We just want to kill this off. Because, look at that, I could actually get straight back into the game. But I don't... Oh, crikey, look at that. Because, of course, none of this is free. You know I've got to be slightly careful. I'm going to actually gamble against it there because I'm not entirely sure what it was doing. Was it going to gamble? No, it wouldn't have gambled to a go all the way, but... Now then, I've got to get the deal game open on 50p a go. As I said before, I do not remember, I genuinely don't remember what state I left this in, but oh, there we are, it's game happy straight away on 50p a go, which is really good. So maybe, I mean, the 25p one costs us, what, 40 odd quid, something like that? 48 quid. Hopefully this one will come a bit cheaper. I think, you know, I think I'm just going to take the normal game. I'm not sure that the super game confers much in the way of benefits. Let's have it. Let's have it. Can't imagine he'll... Oh my god! Oh my god! 2 consecutive Cashpot boxes. Well, that's rather fortuitous, but you know what? Who wouldn't have that? No one's going to say, oh, no. You're being far too generous. You must keep that second Cashpot box. I don't want that. You're spoiling me. No. We're going to have that. We're going to be fucking having that all day. Thank you very much. We will no deal down to a second Cashpot. 2 Cashpot boxes in 2 deal or no deal games. They're good numbers. They're the kind of numbers that we can get on board with. I mean, the other thing that you have to consider, I suppose, is that if it can't offer you the Cashpot through the sort of deal here, like Megadon does, then maybe it sort of compensates for that by being... happier to throw the Cashpot into the box there, because Megadon certainly didn't want to do it, did it? Anyway, we've only got one left now. We have got the £1 Cashpot box left, and as memory serves, it's any in view here. We just need 3 phones in view. We'll open the deal or no deal game, so... Okay, we'll collect that just to get a feel for where the board's at. See what he's wanting to do. Oh, crikey, look at that. Well, why? I'm done. You know what? I'm just going to play it. I'm just going to play it. Come on. That would be fucking hilarious if we get 3 in a row. No, 20p. That's far too much to ask for, but... So we'll no deal. Quite happy to no deal down to a quid. And if it's not plus repeat chance, that's better, isn't it? If it's not given a repeat chance on that, that's perfect. No deal. That's great. That's perfect. Mondo. Oh, I'm going to deal on 87p. Doesn't really make any difference. But... Oh, so you don't get a repeat on the Cashpot, but you do get a repeat on a... Oh no, sorry, I dealed. That was the thing there, didn't it? Of course, I dealed. So you get a... Yes, you get a repeat chance on the banker's offers. It looks like you don't get a repeat chance on what's in your box. So we've got the game open right from the off. You know what? I'm just going to take it. I'm not going to fuck about. Cashpot! 50p. So what I'll do now is just no deal all the way down to 50p and just test that theory to see if we do indeed get no repeat chance on what's in the box. Because that's one of the most annoying things about Megadons and more recent deal or no deals is their ability. So even if you take them down to a small box like 3 quid, they can do some silly ass bollocks like repeat 6 times. Oh, and he's giving. Oh, maybe you just don't get repeat chance on the Cashpot then. Don't know. Oh, I guess because the Cashpot's up there. So okay, so what's in your box is subject to a repeat chance, but the I don't know, the Cashpot is technically not in your box or something. I don't know. Only Noel and his beard of wisdom can provide the answer to that, and he's not here today to speak for himself. Oh, no phones in view. I mean, I would expect this to be coming back. We're rattling through on a pound ago, and come on, it was deal or no deal happy a minute ago. We've not taken anything of note. There we are. I actually prefer this to the super game, I think. Particularly if we don't think it can give us that Dond offer. I mean, I should at least keep an eye on it, I suppose, but to the best of my knowledge, there's no such concept on this of it offering you a deal for the Cashpot in the panel there.
No deal.
Goes the 70 quid. Takes all the stress out of it. When you can see what's in your box, it really does take all the stress out of it. It must be amazing to actually be able to play the real things like this. You know, to be able to stand in front of a deal or no deal machine and be as confident of what's in your box as we are here, because for all intents and purposes, you can just see it. Quite liberating, I think. Okay, I'm not sure. Nothing. Well, that's a rather poor nudge, isn't it? Come on, Noel, bring it back in. Oh, well, I was kind of going for phones. I knew they weren't there, but okay. After 2 back-to-back Cashpot boxes, I mean, my hopes were really getting up there for a third one being made. Oh, super deal or no deal. Well, we're going to have to take super deal or no deal, aren't we? So, no way around that. Go on! Oh, shit! It's a dangerous one. This may require a plug. One of my dwindling supply of safe plug opportunities. I can't, unless it gets rid of that Cashpot on the right-hand side, which it doesn't look like it's going to. That's going to be a big offer, isn't it?
No deal.
Well, that would be a nasty one in real life as well. If you didn't know what was in your box, you genuinely wouldn't know if it was 15 quid or 35 quid. I don't want to knock it back 24 quid. Ba-dum, ba-dum, there we are. I wonder how prevalent plugging was on these, you know, out in the wild. Was it just routine? When you got into a situation like that, which you couldn't really get away from, was that the way it was done? You just plugged it? And sorry, I'm having a swig of tea there. And if you were in a location where you couldn't plug, what did you do then? Just take the hit and go, you know, put the however much money in was required? Really don't know. But would be interested to know. If anyone wants to leave a comment to the effect of, you know, did you just have to plug these, or was there a better way of doing them that I'm missing here so that you didn't end up in the situation where you had to plug it? Genuinely don't know. So, come on, Noel, just give me this last Cashpot. I mean, at the minute, we're not even 100 quid in. And remember that the idea behind this is that not only have we got one more Cashpot to get out of it, we've also then got a big box or a big cash stack or something like that. So it isn't just 210. You know, that the take here is going to be 250 plus, as it was on Megadon the other day. So there's our game open. I genuinely think I prefer the single deal or no deal game. Come on. £3. Well, it's a safe one to deal down to at least. I am going to watch that panel just in case it flashes up Cashpot in there, but do not think it can do it. But dealing down to a £3 box, that's no biggie.
No deal.
Excuse me, just having another swig of tea. 256 is the same as 3 quid. Oh, there we are. So we'll deal on £2 plus repeat chance instead of £3 plus repeat chance.
Oh, how'd you feel?
Just makes it, and if it decides to repeat a couple of times, it just makes it a little bit less stingy. And I would be expecting now that this game to just keep coming back. I don't see why it wouldn't just keep coming back now pretty much constantly. I mean, and it's easy to forget how quickly you can rattle through money on £1 to go. I mean, I did say in the Mega Deal or No Deal video that I like £1 to go because you just get things done quickly. But the flip side of that is you can rattle through, you know, 20 quid, 30 quid in the blink of an eye without really realising what's going on. We'll have that, we'll take it. Can we have the Cashpot, please, Noel? We cannot have the Cashpot. We can merely have a £10 box. I will deal away from that if I get chance, but it's knocking out a lot of blues here. If it keeps that way, I can't imagine I'm actually going to be able to deal away from this with less than a tenner. No, but that's that £70 Cashpot is going to keep skewing it, yeah, because it kept the Cashpot there right till the end. And what we're going to be able to deal on, 7 quid. Hopefully we can avoid a repeat. That's good. It doesn't seem so quite so snarky about repeating this as some of the more modern ones, and indeed Megadon, because that was always the risk on them. That even if you did the right thing in managing to deal away from a box or get yourself a small box, it could then just go and repeat a ridiculous, annoying number of times. Okay, I'm just going to play it. Let's have it. Come on, no, stop fucking about. Cashpot. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Okay, good, good, good.
No deal.
Not too bad. Have I been unusually lucky there, or is that kind of... It does seem a lot more willing to put Cashpot in the box than Mega Deal or No Deal, but maybe that is to compensate for the fact that you can't get it through that deal there, but that's fine, that's brilliant. Okay, that's all 3 cash pots out, and it hasn't cost an absolute fortune either. Good, there we are, that's another 70 quid in the bank. And we've plugged it 3 times, I think, haven't we? It has taken us, I believe, 3 plugs, which it was about at the limit of what I wanted to do, but there we are. And now we're playing. The idea is, of course, there we are, and straight away, it should still be deal or no deal happy. Now, as ever though, you can't force these. We can't force this. So I don't want to take... Next number will be 3. So what's that? Okay. Let's just see if we can get maybe a cash or bus message. We'll be £2. You know what? We're going to have the game. Oh, could we get the super game open? Because the super game does add... Boy, does out... Going blue. No, leave as is. Oh dear, that may have been... Oh, good. A spin too far, but... Oh, I've got 1 safe... You know what? We're going to have the game. Big box, big box, big box. £2. Well, that's okay insofar as... We can have the £2 box and it won't knock it back. All I'm waiting for here, I would settle for, I think, a £40 cash stack or a decent box. 35 box, 40 cash stack. If we can somehow spawn the 70, brilliant, that would be fine too, but I'd settle here for another 35 quid. Okay. Oh, don't do that, Noel. Come on. You've been very good on this up to now. I think once it because it's collected the bank now, I think that means it isn't going to repeat again, because that's like the credit break, if you will. So it's letting you know up front that it's not going to repeat again. Hold for feature, yes, that's fine, because 3 phones in view is the game. Deal or no deal. Has got to go all the way, this. I mean, if it wants to do a go all the way, I wouldn't say no. But you know, you can't in any way bank on it, and you can't really force it in the truest sense of the word either. 1 red phone. Is it going to let me get Mega? Let's have another one for Mega Deal or No Deal.
Take the next ones. Come on.
Right, it's not going to be a Mega Street board, and I'm getting to the point now. I think it's next number will be 6. Where's that? That's let's cash or bus. Extra life would be handy. Yeah, okay. Extra life, that gives us a little bit of breathing room. I think it's going to have that life off me anytime soon. No, oh, there we are. Good, good, good. Okay, we've got Mega Deal or No Deal. That's great. So it adds both. That's going to take the life. We get 1 safe spin, and then we will take... Right, we're taking Mega Deal or No Deal. £70 box would be great. Thanks, Noel. That's fantastic. Now, there is possibilities here, because it adds them together. If it keeps that £70 box around for a while, you could be left with... So you remember these add together, so that's not there yet, but if it keeps the 70s... What's that? 21? Nah. If it keeps the 70 there for 1 more round... 30... Oh, that's a bit of a sly offer, isn't it? So that's 31 quid. I don't like it. I'm not happy with 31 quid. We're going to no deal. We're going to get our £1 plus repeat chance. I think we can do better than that. So that's repeated. I think once it auto collects the bank, because we're over the bank limit, I think that means it's going to repeat again. It's when it collects out that bank that's above 200 quid. That means I think it's going to... Oh no, okay. Obviously I'm just talking horse shit, sorry. Let's have a look. So that shouldn't knock it back. I mean, crikey, it was only, what, 3 quid? No. No. Come on, Noel. Oh, I thought that would be on. Maybe I should have had that 31 quid, because it could now cost me another 10 or 15 quid to get, you know, 35 quid instead of bloody 31 quid. That may not have been the smartest of moves there. It is going to open the game. We've got the game at least. But no, we don't want a guaranteed repeat on 3 quid. Okay, we've got super. Maybe it'll... I mean, it should be mega deal or no deal happy, really, shouldn't it? Guess we'll have a bonus. No loose, high, low. Potentially useful if we land on a phone, I suppose. I mean, I can't imagine for 1 second that it's going to let me get away with this, but I don't. That's a waste of a no loose, high, low, really.
Take the next ones. Come on.
Red, obviously. Ah, you fudge. Oh, you... Ah! Getting a little bit greedy here. This is eating into my profits. More I think about it, the more I should have just had that 31 quid. I'm almost getting into the realms here, almost like subconsciously started bloody well forcing it. Which is just the wrong thing to do. You can't force these. Okay, I'm going to take the game. Just give us Mega Dond. Next number will be 1. Oh, okay, it can theoretically land on a mystery, but... Okay, I cannot imagine it doing a Mega Street. Press transfer now for extra red cash. Not interested. There, mega deal or no deal. Okay, we'll take that. Let's not be silly. I'm getting a bit silly. A penny again! Come on, Noel. Why are you doing this to me at the last moment? So we've got to keep those £70 boxes there, because obviously the cash pot contributes as a box for whatever value it's got. So when it's a £70 cash pot, those cash pots are contributing the equivalent of a £70 box to your offer. They're only, you know, contributing 21 quid now, 22 quid. 15 to 29.43. I'm being silly. Why are you being silly, Degsy?
Deal.
Oh shit! I pressed deal by accident as well. After all that, I meant to press no deal. Well, I fucked that up, didn't I? What a... Oh. Total wrong button pressage there. Ah, well. Well, you can see there, made a back... Oh! Straight back in! Noel has given me a reprieve. Thank you, Lord Noel. And bless your tidy beard, good sir, for giving me another go after fucking it up. Right, we're not going to be stupid. Oh, he says as he spins again. Extra red feature. No. Bollocks to it. Let's just play. Come on. Big box. £2? Well, if it's still dealing, maybe I can just go on a little bit longer. I don't know. Because obviously this is only super deal or no deal, so it's not going to be a combined offer. So we're only going to be looking at 13, 14 quid here, tops.
No deal.
Okay, well, just no deal down to 2 quid.
No deal.
Oh dear, need a swig of tea. Ooh. It's all getting quite stressful. Alright, well that was silly. I could have obviously... I knew what I should have done, even at the time. I should have taken that 31 quid that I could have had off mega deal or no deal. I didn't, and now it's cost me, and it's eaten into my profits. And it's all my fault. Press transfer now for extra feature. Go on, I suppose, whatever.
Give it a go.
Cash or bus will be £2.40. Well, that's not... Oh! I've got it. Oh, okay. We can get onto the game again. Okay, we'll have super deal or no deal. Can't... Oh, just one more.
Your box is hidden behind the mirror. Your box
Okay,
is hidden behind the
we'll
mirror.
have that. Oh, God, no. Come on, he's just having none of it here, isn't he?
No deal.
It's just not happening for me at this point.
No deal.
It's easy to do this on real deal or no deal machines as well. You just don't quite pick, or certainly I found historically that I just don't quite pick the right moment to get off them, and you end up getting sucked back in, and you kind of know, in your heart that you should, this is done now, it's finished, I should just collect that and walk away, but you just think, oh, go on, I'll give it one more board, I'll give it one more board, and next thing you've put 20 quid back in, you've put 30 quid back in. It's so easy to do. It really is, particularly when it's opening the game here. If this had stopped opening the game, I'd just walk away, but it's still offering me deal or no deal. Oh, stop it, no. Right, thank you. Okay. I mean, it's going to be a reasonable profit, but I think if we do an action replay on this, it should have been a lot better.
Deal or no deal?
It might be worth going back and working out what my profit would have been if I'd have just collected that 31 quid off the mega game and then walked, compared to what I am going to walk with, which is going to be a lot less profit, I think, than I would have had. There we are, mega deal or no deal. Super mega double, whatever you want to call it. Come on, big box would be good. God, we're having, after a really good run on the boxes, it's just all gone to shit. So it is going to add these together. If we can keep those £70 there.
No deal.
Just keep the 70s there. Right, okay. I'm going to risk one more. Maybe I shouldn't have risked one more.
No deal.
Oh, God.
No deal.
Open the box, please.
Not doing well here. I'm playing stupidly. This is unintelligent play.
Oh, how'd
This
you
is
feel?
entirely the wrong way to do this now. But as long as that game keeps coming back, I just can't resist going for it. And it should come back. Just put a big... Oh, that's all I want is just a big box and I'll be gone. Just put a big box in for me. And I'll be happy. I'll go. I'll leave. We'll take it at that point. Once I've just had a decent box.
Deal or no deal?
Mega, any chance? Any chance? No. Not even fussed about. There we are. And again, I'll give it one more. Extra life, good. But its next number will be 3. I'd rather just get me a cash or boss will be Mega Streak. Dial up Dosh. Where's that? £5 feature. Ah, there goes the life. We get one safe spin. We got £20 on the feature being offered. Okay.
Your box is hidden
There
behind
it
the
is.
mirror.
Mega. Come on. Jesus, this is a bad one on boxes. So I'm reliant on those £70 sticking around again. I really am.
No deal.
I wonder how the banker is going to react.
What's that going to add up to?
No deal.
Just shite. There's ba 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 ba.
No deal.
No deal. Ah, you bugger. No, that's bad again. Bad again. And my tea's going cold and everything. There. Tepid tea. Nobody wants that. Oh, don't repeat. Stop repeating.
The next one.
Oh, Jesus. I'll have to have a cake here soon to cheer myself up like a couple of Mr. Kipling French fancies. Take the edge off this sour taste that
Oh, how'd you feel?
Noel is leaving in my mouth, so to speak. Not in not in like a a Rolf Harris kind of way or anything like that. Right, we're back into the game. Come on.
Deal or no deal?
The thing is, it feels like it's on the cusp of doing a jackpot. It feels like it's on the cusp of doing a go all the way, but in reality, that can be oh no. Bollocks, it can be a long way off. Well, this is entirely my own fault. Cannot blame anyone for this. This is just me biffing it. Oh, just have a look over to the left. Can you see? Just about. That cashpot is just going to hit. There we are. Well done, Mr. Autoplay. You are fantastic. We'll just put that over there. We don't need it to put any more money in, so it can just play down the credits and collect out the bank. What I've just done there is change the thing that puts 50p in 20% of the time when it cycles through. I've just changed that input to a D for a deal, so it's just an extra input for deal on the deal or no deal. So what it's eventually going to do now is play that down
Deal or no deal?
and collect out the. It'll play down those credits and then collect out the bank. Right, okay, we've got Mega again. Let's just take it. Can we have a decent box, please? Noel. What's he doing to me?
No deal.
got to keep those 70s there. No, there it goes.
No deal.
No deal. Still got the 70. That might be all right. No, look at that. Oh, there's just so many blues there. That's the problem. No, less than 20 quid.
How the banker is gonna
No
react.
deal. No deal. And that's a combined because it's mega. So we actually have to go and no deal it down to a £6 box. I'm absolutely obliterating myself here. I am obliterated. Right, that means it's not going to repeat. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. He said confidently, if it adds it and then immediately collects it because it's over 200 quid, that means it's not going to repeat. That's what I was trying to get at before.
Deal or no deal?
Deal or no deal? Come on. No, we do not care about guaranteed repeat chance on fecking £2.40 Noel.
Deal or no deal?
Da, da, da. Oh, come on. Well, there's a mega.
Deal or no deal?
We'll risk one more. I don't know why. Okay, let's play
Your
it.
box is hidden behind the mirror.
Give us a box, will you? Fucking hell! Why is he doing this?
He wants to beat you.
And he's doing a pretty good job of beating me as well. There goes the 70.
No deal.
Well, herein, like, this is a salutary lesson for knowing. Oh, maybe I should have had that one. Maybe I should have.
No deal.
A salutary lesson for knowing when the bloody hell you should get off these things, because
Oh, how'd you feel?
how do you feel?
Unlucky.
There we are. I just keep putting more and more in here. Christ, I'll have the cash pot back up to 70 quid at this rate. Oh dear. And the dreadful thing is, I can't help, if I'm being honest, there's a very good chance I would play like this in the wild. I was an absolute bugger for just staying involved with these when I really should have got off. And it was a terrible thing. Press hold 1 for extra. We'll have an extra life. Go on then. Give us a chance to get the super dupery games open. Boost cash. Oh dear. Okay, I'm not going to bollock about here. I will. One more. Boost. Okay, we'll take the game. Come on, give us a decent 30. I'd settle for 35. 4 quid. May just be no dealing down to 4 quid here. I can't see me having a. Might pop well. Can't see me getting an offer lower than 4 quid.
No deal.
Nope. Maybe what, 8, 9 quid or something? £7. So yeah, 8 quid.
No deal.
Open the
No
box, please.
deal. Well, I'll stop that transferring as well. I come to think about it. Like just back on the autoplay there. I'll stop it transferring stuff to the bank as well. So that'll just mean it'll play down the credits as quickly as possible. It is possible to build some reasonable intelligence into the autoplay to get it to do what you want it to do. Oh shit, that was a bad nudge. To get what you want it to do fairly well. Well, this has gone. I cannot even pretend otherwise. This I've really fucked up the back end of this.
Thank you.
Should have been out of here a long time ago. I'm almost embarrassed to go back and look at the position that I could have been in if I'd just binned it with that 31 quid offer.
It's fantastic.
Would I even take super streak at this?
Deal or
Come on! Oh, £40 stack! Oh God! I just nearly knocked my head off there. I was grabbing my head in stress at what to do. Oh, levers is. See, it is just going to kill me. Ah! I just know it's not going to be a mega deal. Oh, I should. Fuck it, we'll have the game. £70 box, come on. Oh, 35. Well, I'm going to have to take that. I should have had the £40 cash stack, but
No deal.
I mean, maybe I'll get super lucky and it'll go down to a 35-70 finish. That would be nice. It can still do it. No, it can't do it now. Okay, well, that was my own fault. That was my own fault. I must have put an extra 40 or 50 quid in, something like that.
please.
Should have been a lot better. It really should have been a lot better, but okay, 35 quid. We'll see if we get the repeat, and that will be the time to collect and see what the stats are for this session. Well, repeat would have been nice. So we can see it there. I'm going to be 139 quid up by the time this bank has come out. It'll be £139 profit. So you saw the principle again. I got all 3 cash pots out. That represented a good profit, and the bit that I absolutely stuffed up there was I got greedy. I knew when I should have got out. It was that £31 off the sort of super duper mega 6-phone game. It's 7 phones, I think, is it technically? Yeah, and it's 8 for Invincible. So yeah, off the 7-phone game, could have had that £31 early doors, walked at that point and would have had a decent profit, but got greedy. Just got greedy, and it does it to you. It does it to me in the emulator, and they used to do it to me in real life. It's just that whole one more board. Go on, one more board, and then you think, okay, it's still dealing. I'll have another board, and it can't just give you the runaround as it did there. But it was an interesting one to see. I think insofar as it was clearly a lot less happy than Mega Deal or No Deal. It was just on the, certainly on 25p ago, it was just on the cusp of offering the game. It was happier on 50p and £1, but it's still profit. I mean, if you walked away from a machine £139 up, I guess you'd be fairly content, but I can't help but feel that it should have been better than that, considering that I have had 3 free cash pots out of it. But there you go. That is the banker rings twice. Donned gold over there. I have filled out all the cash pots on that now, but these 2 are straight clones of each other, so there's nothing different to show on that one. I hope you've enjoyed that video. Don't know what the next one will be yet, but see you next time, and thank you for watching. But that's it. Goodbye for now.